everyone, welcome to this season of Tide, and I have special guests today, super excited. This is Dr. Rick and this is Tucker. Tucker is a therapy dog, and Dr. Rick is a wonderful human who helps to work with adults and kids to improve their lives so that they're not feeling so stressed out and that they're better able to organize things. So I just wanted, Dr. Rick, what's your story?
Hey everybody, yeah, my name's Dr. Rick and this is Tucker, and sometimes we visit schools and sometimes we visit homes, but generally our job is to help people kind of organize their lives and make things a little bit better, especially when they're feeling stressed. As you can see, Tucker's really relaxed. He's just got this like really calm presence. People always ask like, what tricks does he do? What makes him a therapy dog? This is the trick. He just hangs out. He's just really relaxed all the time. And it's one of the best things about him. I can always count on him to be kind of calm and relaxed.
So different from my dog Mabel, who they've met. I see that Tucker's wearing two collars here. So see guys, he's got like a little necklace here and a brown collar. What's that?
So this is a really interesting thing. When he's working, when he's in work mode, he wears his working collar and his working leash, and it has two handles. And so one of them is short, it's for going around traffic and going around the city, and then the other one is just to kind of let him walk like a normal dog. But whenever he's wearing his working collar, he's kind of in working mode. And if I take that working collar off, he's actually going to become a crazy dog and run around the room. And yeah, he'll be barking, and go through the trash, and all sorts of fun stuff that dogs do. He'll just be a dog.
Maybe we can get you to send a little video of that. That'll be really funny for kids to see. That's exciting. Okay, and how does one become a therapy dog? Like, how long did he have to go to school for this?
So he actually has 7 generations of therapy dogs in his family.
What? It's in his blood.
It is. They kind of picked out a dog especially to do this sort of work. And he went to school for a year. His school is in California. And the school that he goes to, every day he gets training, and part of his training is just to hang out and relax. So he would sit on people's laps and people would pet him.
Really?
And after about a year, we had to do some tests and exams, and people came and watched us do the exams, and he gets a little license and a special card and certificate. And he can ride the bus, he can ride on airplanes, he can do all the same things that people can do.
So he's allowed to go on an airplane?
Yeah, he can sit up front. He doesn't have to go underneath. He can.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he gets all the same things, privileges as like a seeing eye dog, the same sort of.
I love it. So that's for a whole year, guys. That's amazing. You can't just have any chill dog be doing this.
Yeah, dogs have to go to school too. That's not the crazy.
That's true. That's really cool. So we're going to be having Tucker visit the Harbour School. And so can you tell us a little bit about his do's and don'ts? Like, what should we do when we see him? Like, where does he like to be petted? And then what kinds of things does he not like?
So one of the things that people do often is they'll bring their hand up and they'll put it in his face and they'll say, he wants to smell me. And I don't know why people do that, because I'm pretty sure dogs knows, like, he can probably smell them all the way across. He probably smelled them all the way in the parking lot. But people do it anyway, and so sometimes if you do that, he'll lick your hand and then they get kind of grossed out. So you don't really need to put your hand in front of his face. If you want to, you can, but he loves it when you pet his head, or he loves it when you pet his back. Dogs don't really love hugs, and they definitely don't like their tail pulled. So we don't pull his tail, and we don't hug him. But you can do all this sort of stuff. Hey Tucker, can you say hi? Say hi. You can pet underneath his chin, and all these sorts of things. If you want to touch his paws, you can touch his big fluffy paws. He'll let you do any of that stuff. But if you put your hand in front of his face, he's definitely going to lick it. So if you don't want that to happen, and I don't want that to happen, just keep it on. And then,
Does it mean that he likes it if he licks you, or no?
I think he's actually trying to push your hand away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's his polite way to say, get it out of my face.
Get away. Okay, so he's actually done that, and I didn't pick up on that body language.
He said, I smelled you a long time ago.
Yeah, so enough with that already. Okay, so I know that a lot of us are super nice here at the Harbour School, and if we wanted to do something nice for Tucker, what should we do? Because we might just love him so much.
You could draw him a photo. He's got a little bedroom. You can, if you draw a picture of a dog, I'll put it up and I'll send you guys a video of it, decorate it on his wall. We can shake his hand, pretty good. You lay down, lay down. You know, the one thing that's really interesting about therapy dogs is they don't actually follow directions. They kind of make their own decisions. So, like if you were crossing the street and you were blind, and there was a bus coming and you wanted to go, the dog would have to stop you and say, don't go. So Tucker's kind of the same way. He doesn't really listen to commands. He just kind of does his own thing.
Does what he thinks is right.
This is him doing his own thing.
He's being very chill. So we should not bring him treats, right?
We don't need to bring him treats.
We don't need to bring him treats because he's at work.
He's working.
At work.
Yeah,
Okay.
no snacks on the job.
Okay, so if we want to do something nice for Tucker, we can absolutely draw pictures of him, send him little notes, and we'll make sure that he gets it and that Dr. Rick maybe reads it to him. Well, thank you so much for visiting. We look forward to seeing you. And if Tucker comes in, there's no need to scream or anything like that. If Tucker comes into your class, we will work with your teachers to make sure that that happens, okay? See you, Tucker. Thanks for visiting. Thank you, Dr. Rick.
Bye.
Bye. I'm so happy that Tucker got to visit. And so now you know Tucker when you meet him, and you can say hi to Dr. Rick too. Well, that moves us on to our next topic, which is student council elections. Student council, for those of you who don't know, are a group of students who work with me, Ms. Murzak, Ms. Kutlaka, and Mr. King. They're our high school principals on lots of fun things that students might do. We have positions for primary representative and for middle school representative. And what you would do if you were in that position is you would find out what your constituents, that means that the people who represent, who are part that you represent, and report back to the meeting. So for example, one of the things that we had that was a lot of fun in previous years was Spring Fling, and so that was a student council event. And so basically what the representatives went is they went to find out what kinds of activities kids might want to see, and then they made it happen and they organized it to make it happen. You'd have to work hard with us, you'd have to meet with us, and then you'd have to have a sort of a sense of fun and also service for the community. So that's student council elections, which will be happening. Please look out in the bulletin for those details. I love when students feel that they can make a difference in school and they make changes on their own. So we have a few examples of that in this episode. First one is we have Taizo, middle schooler, who really is into Dungeons and Dragons. So he's decided to start a club. So here's a quick clip of Taizo inviting people to come to his Dungeons and Dragons club.
Hello, my name is Taizo Metos and I'm starting a Dungeons and Dragons club, which is D&D for short. We are going to play during lunches recess time, fight dragons, explore dungeons and complete quests. If you want to join my club, email me at this address. If you don't know how to play, scan this QR code on the poster to learn how to play. Okay, I hope to see you there.
Next up is we have Weather Station Report, and that's by Adriel and Jack. You'll also see them. They're also members of the International People's Culture Club. So they wanted to make sure that the weather station at the school is being used, and so they actually give and tell the weather. So here's a little clip of what they do telling the weather.
Hi, I'm Adriel, and did you know we have a weather station? It looks like this, and it's on our roof. Here's a terribly photoshopped picture of it. And the weather station that we read looks like this, also terribly photoshopped into the school. We will have weekly forecasting when we upgrade our new weather station. We're getting an upgrade. Wow! Look at those clouds. I think it's gonna rain. That's why I've got my umbrella here in case it does. I hope you enjoyed this week's weather presented by Jack.
And here is, surprise, surprise, Adriel and Jack again, because now they're inviting you to join the International People's Culture Club. That's a club that basically wants to make sure that our school is celebrating and representing different cultures. And we've had lots of ideas about the kinds of things we might do in the meetings. So last year we had a year full of meetings, and this year what we want to do is we maybe want to have games during the meetings, cooking lessons during the meetings, and all of that. So if you want to be part of that, you can find out details from their clip here.
Have you ever wondered where this thing came from? Well, if you want to know, then you should join the International People's Cultural Club, or IPCC for short. The International People's Cultural Club is a club where we learn about different things around the world, and we represent each other. So if you are from China, for example, you can talk about China to students outside the IPCC. You share about your own country. And our goal is to educate different students, even students in our own IPCC, about different countries around the world. Here's Yoshi.
Our first meeting starts at Friday, September 9th at Miss Greenberg's office at snack time.
And here's Adriel.
Sign up now on the link on screen or the link your teachers will have.
I hope you enjoyed the IPCC.
Thank you, Adriel and Jack, for caring so much about this school that you wanted to do the weather station and also announce the IPCC meetings. Now we have an announcement from some of our favorite teachers, our librarians, because they're going to be announcing Booktober. So here's their video. It's got lots of things, and one of my favorite things, which is food. They're going to be featuring a lot of that stuff in Booktober. Here you go.
Miss Ariel, what's this video?
Hey, it's now lunchtime storytelling for Booktober. We're still looking for volunteers, by the way.
Did you say Booktober? What's gonna happen in this year Booktober?
Food as the same. Aside from book fair, book parade, high time challenges, lunchtime story, and guest speakers, everyone will be able to share their favorite recipes and family secret recipes. We will gather all of them to create the Harbour School cookbook, and also the venue photo of the school-wide competition will be in it too.
Oh, food! Wouldn't it be awesome if we could do some baking or cooking?
Yes, that may happen during night at the library.
Great! Oh yeah, I was coming to donate some books I don't read anymore. Can I pass them to you?
Oh, sure! Actually, these display shelves will be used for book swapping during Booktober, and everyone who donated books will be able to get books for free from here. But we only accept...
Books in good conditions.
Exactly!
I can't wait for Booktober.
Same!
And there you have it. So many exciting things to look forward to with our school here this September and October. So happy. Our learner goal, by the way, is being inquisitive, and bonus points to you if you remember any time during this show where I was being inquisitive, being curious, and asking lots and lots of questions during this episode. All right, well now enjoy this footage of Tucker during his time off. So Dr. Rick has taken his collar off, and you can see Tucker enjoying his time being a wonderful dog that he is. Have a good week.
Who let the dogs out?